Good morning. Good morning from Baden-Baden. I've just got up, had some breakfast, jumped in the shower, and I'm reluctant to leave this gorgeous hotel. However, we must move on. Yes, so Swart Cross today, and I'll be sleeping in a tent. So I'm going from this gorgeous luxury with glass bathrooms to no bathroom at all. I'm probably pissing in a bottle. But anyway, so I'm sure we'll talk more on the bike. More misery and fucking bullshit. I don't know why you're still watching this, honestly.
Right then, let's get on the road, shall we? I haven't ridden for ages. Oh, I didn't clean my visor. Wank horn. And I want to talk to you today, now, about a very difficult subject. And I think as soon as I even say this word, a lot of you will just turn it off, or a lot of you will be like, too deep, too much, can't do it. And that word is suicide. You still there? So I'm going to talk to you, this is again in the spirit of this whole trip, which is disclosing my struggles in the past, and hopefully this may help a few of you, or it may encourage you to at least go and get some help. Firstly, I don't think we shouldn't be so, like, even the way I've had to introduce this already, it's like, oh, he's mentioned the S word, oh god, yeah, oh god. I'm sure so many more people think about it. I'm not saying thinking about doing it, I'm just saying thinking about it than let on. I think it's one of those, such a taboo subject, and my history of it, I've never tried it, and I don't think I ever will. However, it doesn't stop me thinking about it almost every single day, and I'll tell you why. I've used that word as a escape and a fantasy, because when something happens and I can't deal with it, and it's like, oh my god, this is just too much, the coping mechanism I developed over the years is, sorry, I'm on the wrong way. The coping mechanism I developed over the years is to just say to myself, oh, it's alright, you can just kill yourself, don't worry about it, just fuck it, doesn't matter, you'll be dead tomorrow, doesn't matter. That's how my mind copes with things that I can't cope with, I guess. And I'm not worried that I'm actually going to do it. Therefore, I shouldn't be worried about talking about how my brain interprets these, how my brain reacts to certain situations, because ultimately it's a freedom clause, isn't it? Like, oh well, fuck it, doesn't matter what happens, doesn't matter if I'm a failure because I'm just going to die anyway. Like, that's how lots of people, I think, and I've never talked to anyone about this, but I presume, which is the mother of all fuck-ups, apparently, or something, whatever they call it, that is how a lot of people think. And I think about it every single day, pretty much. Mainly in the mornings when I wake up and go, oh god, just over silly things like, oh, I need to do my VAT return, or oh, I haven't earned enough money, oh, I'm a failure, oh fuck it, I'll just die, I'll just go home and die. And it's an easy way of brushing your problems aside. So I think for anyone out there who's worried that they're thinking these thoughts, I wouldn't be too concerned. I'd only start getting concerned if you seriously start, buying equipment to do things with. Even the fantasy of Googling how to do it, I think that's okay as well. I'm not suggesting you do it, and if you are having these thoughts, you really do need to speak with a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm just telling you my experience. I'm in the right lane yet. Talk to someone about it. Stop. Don't worry. Don't wake up in the morning. Don't walk around all day thinking, God, everyone. If I say this to anyone, they're going to lock me up in a building and throw away the key. Because that's not going to help anyone, is it? And I don't think that happens anymore. It might have happened years ago, but there's so many millions of people in the same boat as you and me that it doesn't matter. Like, talk about it, please, or talk about it to a mate or something, and they won't think you're mental. And I think, if anything, they'll probably turn around and go, you know what, mate, I feel exactly the same. And I want to talk to you about the most important bit about this conversation, and it's not just about suicide, it's about how your brain works. And over 10 years ago, I almost decided to retract from life and say to myself, well, in my own self-pity wallowing bullshittery, that I'm not worthy, you know, people would be better off without me being in their lives, da 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 da. So I sort of almost made this decision to slowly retract myself from their lives, and I stopped talking to friends. I kind of withdrew psychologically and physically from relationships, from work, and it's been this slow decline. And in my stupid head, I thought, look, if nobody misses me, then when the time comes when I will go, then nobody's even going to notice and care. So it was almost like this, I was almost trying to disappear before doing the event over years, so nobody would notice when I'm gone. Because then if somebody goes, oh, what happened to Chris? Oh, he died, 6 months ago. It's like, oh shit. It's not like, oh fuck, I spoke to him yesterday. Oh no, how bad. It would just become like this thing, and that is this sick, twisted fantasy of all of this. And the worst thing about this, and yet the positive, in that just almost subconscious behavioural act, your mental projections become reality. And I did end up withdrawing from people. I did end up losing my relationships. I did end up losing things in my life because of this stupid thing. So it's almost like, be careful what you wish for, because what you think about will ultimately manifest itself into reality. And I believe that for a fact, and I know it because earlier on this year, I was there. It took 10 years to get there, but I was there at the end of all things, as they say in Lord of the Rings. And that was it. I pushed everyone away to chase, to have this selfish fantasy, really. So I don't know if that rings true to any of you guys, but that's my experience of it. And it's almost like when you're riding a bike, it's like target fixation. If you fixate on something, you'll head towards it. And it's exactly the same thing, I think, with your brain. So if that is true, which I think it is because it's happened to me, then if I can fixate on positive things and say, I want to have a loving family and security and a decent house or whatever it is and a good job, and that's what I'm going to think about every day, I think the scale will start tipping back that way. So that's what I'm going to try and do from now, and I think this whole trip has made me sort of realise these things, try and manifest the positive rather than the negative, because I can promise you it works. It's like target fixation. You see something, you go, oh fuck, and you just head towards it. So I want to see good things and head towards that. So I hope this little chat has maybe struck a chord with some of you. Maybe you feel the same. So I think the key takeaway is, if you are thinking about, let's say the word, suicide, first of all, don't think to yourself, oh my god, I'm thinking about suicide, this means I must be fucking mental, because I think many people think about it, and there's so many different ways of thinking about it. Again, I'm not a doctor or a psychologist, I don't know these things for a fact, I'm just telling you my experience. I think anyone who's is literally suicidal, I don't think anyone wants to die, they just want the pain or whatever they're going through to stop. I don't think anybody wants to die, and even if they've done terrible things in their life and they think they deserve it, I still don't think they want to. That's just a psychological shame and guilt thing. So yeah, tough talk, hard talks this morning, but I think it needs to be said. I think more people should just talk about it and go, yeah, it's okay. It's not like it is a dirty word, and it shouldn't be. It should just be a normal word, because many millions of people think exactly the same as you. I promise you. You see so many people so many famous people, you think, God, they've got it all, and out of nowhere, bam, can't think of any. Who's the fashion designer? McQueen? Someone was it? I can't remember. Anyway, these super talented people, but in their own minds, they've made themselves out to be a failure or whatever, and it's so difficult to snap yourself out of that. And I think the only way you're going to do it is with family and friends. So my advice to you all is, please don't push away your family and friends, because they're the ones that are going to really help you. And if they're not interested in helping, find some different friends. Okay, well look, I'm going to push on today. We've just left Baden-Baden, and I'm heading north towards Zwartkross in the Netherlands. But I'm so bored of. I had such a big auto route day the other day, an autobahn, that I'm going to try and wiggle. So I'm going to take a slower wiggle route, which I think actually dips into France. It goes over a national park and then back into Germany and then up to Netherlands. So anyway, I hope this has been a help to you, and yeah, I'm here. I'm not, I mean, I say I'm here. I appreciate the private messages and stuff you send, and I do try and at least read a lot of them, but actually I'm not a very sympathetic person. I'm not very good to talk to. Hopefully I'm just a catalyst in your life, so you can make the decision to talk to someone else. And I'm not trying to shrug you off. I'm just not very good at that. I've never been particularly empathetic, just because it scares me, and I don't like. I can barely cope with my emotions, let alone other people's. So yeah. Anyway, I love you all, and we'll figure this shit out, right? Okay, take care. Bye. Right, we are in France now. We're heading to a town called Beach with an E at the end, in a national park. It's actually really quite nice roads, but having come from roads kind of better than this in a way, that are just dead quiet, and the rules seem to not be quite so serious out there, coming here is quite pedestrian, and you don't want to do anything, I don't know, wrong. Like, nobody really overtakes on a solid line here, whereas in Serbia and Bosnia no one gives a shit. So it's nice winding my way through, but you just, you know, there's just too much traffic. And this is France. I mean, God, what's it going to be like when I get to the UK? I might actually buy a house in Bosnia, seriously, like a holiday home, keep a bike there and just fly out. I really, really, really liked it. So we're on our way to Zwartkross. Al is coming over. He's doing some stuff with a KTM, and that's a crazy festival, so that should be quite fun. I just really need to keep my alcohol consumption in check, because I don't want to be waking up in a tent in boiling temperatures like this, sweating with no drinks and water and freaking out. So yeah, it's got to be sensible, but it's going to be nice to see someone and give them a hug and go, hello mate, because I haven't touched anyone in 3 weeks and it's horrible. Not that I want to touch him like that, but you know what I mean. It's always a passat, isn't it? Always a passat. Auto school. I'm just gonna fuck him. Right, we're back in Germany again now, and this is taking forever. I've got to stop looking at the map and going and putting the destination in and going, oh look, it's 5 hours, that's easy, let's take the long route. But that's 5 hours on an autobahn, so I'm going to get on the at least do a couple of hours, get ahead of myself here. I went in there with no intention, but it smelt so good I had to get ein massive bratwurst. Oh yeah. And großen Bratwurst, yeah. It smells so good. So this whole thing, this whole length is going inside me. Just need somewhere to gobble it down. I don't want to drop my sausage. Guten Tag. I've just come off because Al's texted me and the channel tunnel is delayed. So I've just seen a sign for the Nürburgring. It's 19 kilometers away, so let's just fucking go there while we wait. Okay, so we are approaching, I guess that's the grandstand. I've been here once before, about 3-4 years ago, when we did a trip, funny enough, on adventure bikes, and we loaded them up with loads of musical instruments. Yeah, that's Nürburgringen. Tourist drives. So 5:15. What day are we now? 5:15. So we've got to wait 2-3 hours. Well, that sucks. I know I gave up. We didn't go round the ring, but the roads around here and the scenery around here is absolutely delicious. Fantastic. Hello. Hello. We're about to enter the Netherlands, the lands of Nether. Well, I don't fucking know. I'm somewhere. I'm here. I'm there. Thank you. Ciao. Right, we're on. We've got an escort because we're special. Absolute horn dogs. So basically, if you just turn up somewhere and then make a biggest fuss as possible and be like, I'm media, I'm press, and I just don't know where to go, then they they give you a personal escort to your hole in the floor, which is basically where we're going to sleep tonight. This is a big old fucking event, and I feel, to be honest with you, too old for stuff like this. I'm not cool enough. Why is everyone on bicycles? Is it just a Dutch thing? All these young women with their quivering... Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be festival aids. Yeah, do him. It's a fucking some c*** on a GS in front. Sort it out, mate. Get a proper bike. The Dutch are fucking weird, aren't they? I need a beer. Right, mate. Fucking hell. I remember this from last time now. Am I in the right place to be signed in for this? Yeah? Right, now we need to find, where are we going to park? Where do we want to camp? Look at the fucking state of that. It's fucking cool. Fucking hell. After you, love. So all of these big fucking vehicles, they all go round the motocross track. So they all go round and then they just get pissed and stand in the back. It's fucking mental. Yeah, I reckon let's go up this way. Right. This'll do. Right. Picked a spot. Met the neighbours. They all seem very nice. And now it's time to put up my tent. So I've gone for rather than the moto tent that fits the bike in as well, it was too big to carry, so I've gone for I think they call this the adventure tent, and I'm going to set up like a time lapse now and then show you just how impossibly crap I am at putting tents up. Oh look, there's actually instructions in here. I haven't even opened this since I bought it, received it. I don't buy stuff. I'm too famous for that shit. Oh yeah. Home sweet home. Yay.
Right, good morning. Al's stolen my camera, of course, so I'm on the other one if it looks a bit different. But anyway, I didn't have a very nice night sleeping in the tent. Nothing to do with the tent, but first of all, Sam, our cameraman, who's doing stuff for Al, was sleeping in that tent, and it was like sleeping next to like a gargling bear. It was disgusting, like in and out, snoring all night. And then I didn't have any blankets because I'm an idiot. I thought it would be really hot, but it wasn't. It was fucking freezing. So I ended up having to empty all of my bag, come out here, find some bike gear, like some jackets and stuff to put over me, just to keep me somewhat warm. And then my air mattress has got a slow puncher, so I had to pump that up 3 times in the night. Anyway, but I'll just show you a little bit of my tent hole. Let's go in. Let's go in. And then you have to put up with noise like that. But anyway, so yeah, this is my little house. It's actually quite cosy in here. Don't look down there, that's all my mess. Anyway, I'm glad I'm not really hungover because I did drink quite a lot last night. And today is the last day. This is it, I'm home now. I've just booked my Eurotunnel for tonight at 8. 10 to 8, 20 to 8, something like that. And this is the last leg now, so it's done. It's done. It's done. I've achieved it. How do I feel? There's people playing the trumpet. How do I feel? I feel like I've definitely achieved something decent. Riding a bike to Sarajevo is pretty cool, and further, in fact. I think I've certainly identified some problems in my own mind which need addressing. I've got some stuff to work on. Am I feeling positive? A bit of both. I feel a bit disappointed in my stupidity to assume that it would be like, oh my god, just everything's amazing and I'm so good and so much better, but I think it's not as easy as that, is it? So maybe I'll have to go on another one and I'll go with some friends this time. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the bike later. But in fact, no, I'm going to go into the Svartcross area now. I'll get a baguette or something, and then I'll show you some cool things. Okay, bye. To be honest with you, I'm not really a festival person. I find them dirty, messy, and out of control. And also, I'm too old. Like last night, I just felt like some old pervy dad, like looking at all these young 20-somethings with their happiness. I'll probably speak to you next on the bike. I don't know what's going on with the fucking camera. I think it's had enough. A bit like me, I suppose. But yeah, I'm just not the festival type person. I wish I could relax and just not give a shit about anything, but I can't. I just can't. It's even to the point where I don't even know what people do to relax. Like, I don't understand how they relax. Look at this English wanker in front, honestly. Anyway, let's get on towards Calais and the Eurotunnel back into good old Britain. Whee. I made it on the tunnel and it's completely empty. I think there's maybe 3 cars down that end, but I got a whole carriage to myself. That was a really boring shit ride, and I got flashed by 2 speed cameras, so that's good. But this is the train home now. I'm ready. It's been a crazy time. So I'll see how I feel tomorrow morning when I wake up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to sleeping in my own bed, that's for sure, and yeah, seeing my family. So anyway, if this is the end for this trip, then this is the end. Thank you so much for watching and being here and coming with me and giving me someone to talk to. I know you're not responsive now, but it's been nice. So see you on the next one, I guess. Bye.